crash, honey yacht, dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when attack like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers.
Set 50, plant.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, high 7.
Miles and Mike.
Deep grip.
Throwing on first down. Gannon got him in. It's Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. On second down, this is Jackson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
57.
Hey, Alpha.
57's the mic. I'm on. 57's the mic. Watch it.
Let's go.
On first and 10, Gannon. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Ready, break.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Switch.
Smooth.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Gannon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Gannon. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Let's go now. 60 or.
I got you, boy. He's coming.
You draw quarters.
Shoot. Check. Lucky. Kill. Turn up.
Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
They run on first down with Jackson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
8-3. 61. Matchbox lights.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey, Sam on. Snap.
On second down, it's Jackson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Pilot, 64. Weeks.
You going nowhere. Shit. Watch the twist.
Hey, zoom.
57 to Mike. Nice, sweetheart. Nice 57's Mike.
Get it.
To throw on third down. Gannon. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Here we go, set, 30 base. 6-6, pull it high.
Check hot route. Hot. He's checking.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Protein spill. 5.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Gets this one to Juszczyk.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Gore. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Down. 10 Tucson. We won. 2.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gannon. This will be caught by Brown. 25 yards that time. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Here we go. 15 run. 15 Check. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
36. 80 weapon.
Now a give, right side. Jackson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. X3, 218, chopper. Bang, 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 bang. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 50, plant.
58, come on. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Get it.
Now a first down throw for Young. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Topper, Topper!
58, 58, Mike. It's our field. It's our field.
On first down, here's Breida. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Charlie.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run.
Greystone, travel.
The run. Check 52.
5.
This is Breida. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Here I come. Here I come.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Young. Going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Run.
Let's go.
Young on third down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, If you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Mike, 57. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hey, Delta.
3 down. Mike, fire. Here we go.
To throw on second down. Gannon. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Finds the mark. I'm coming. Mike 5.
6 man. Check crew.
Yep.
Check crew.
Finds the mic. Man, I got you. Man.
Fair. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Gannon. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Breida, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Young. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
Blue there.
Hey. Blue draw Corpus.
Tighten up.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Ready?
Out of the gun, it's Young. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Mike 5.
5.
Mike 5. Mike 5.
Be crib.
On first down, Gannon looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Leo.
Sponge. No.
You're out.
You go tight.
Throwing again. Gannon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready?
Double. Check 9.
Mike 5.
Hey, check.
Shift.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Haywood.
Fire's the mic.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Gannon. And the pressure gets to him again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
They're running it.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And the 49ers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill.
Now it's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Young. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
65.
Get it.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing to start the drive. Gannon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check Mike 57. How you get on the headache?
5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon, and he's going to go down again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
6'6", pull it out.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
3 down.
Ready?
Back to throw. Gannon. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 37. Check 37.
Any weapon.
58, boys. 58.
Look at me. Door.
Watch the safety creep. Check 99. Check 99.
Shoot.
Now it's Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Young. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
50, play. 58. Hey, pick your game up.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Alert flare. Check nickel.
Hey, alert 3.
Back. Hard. They go.
Here's Breida. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go.
58, Mike.
We own them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young is just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
General West.
Check 31.
Go. Hit it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4 in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check 4. Joker. Check 3.
Hey, lock it. Yo, go. Hey, wahoo.
5.
Get it.
2nd and 15. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You draw quarters. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
2nd and 13. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run right side. It's Gore. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 50, check 50.
Check, crunch, crunch. Pilot, 64, weak. Jam. They go.
Young now. And he slings one that's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Goal down for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
57's mine. Don't get nervous. Now.
To throw on second down. Gannon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta.
Check 49. Check 49. Check it out, Reed.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
80 weapons.
Safety's creeping. Switch it.
Rock it. Get it.
From the gun, Gannon. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
General West.
Watch the shit.
On first down, it's Jackson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Hey. Move. Spike.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
On the run, this is Jackson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Wide, get wide.
Greystone, Travis.
I don't think you got it, son.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 30 base.
Come on, Emery. Come get some. Come get some.
Come on here, come get some.
And the blitz does come. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Gannon. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there, but in the 4th quarter,
y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they kept in the bottom and now we is lit. He was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You know me cause I told no wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You like my flavor, I think it's cars. Ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch,
touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my